Okay, YouTube, I'm back and I've done my base coat. So please, people, the reason why a base coat is so important is due to it helps the nail polish stay longer. But I took the liberty of taking off the caps to my other nail polishes of what I'm going to be doing. Make sure that's not in the way that anybody can make that spill or anything of that nature, so you'll be set. Now it's time for the color. Okay. Whew. This is scary. I'm going to zoom in a little bit closer and hope that's clear to y'all. Okay, but I got my O'Hare and nails look great. And make sure it's not, please make sure you don't spill it. My dog is barking in the back. She wants to play. Okay, you do the same thing as you did with your base coat. You just pick the top up, wipe off one side, Now, start with the hand that you're not accustomed to using. You take it down the middle and then go down the sides. Doesn't matter which left or right side you pick. And you do the same with the other finger, with the other side. If you notice, I have not touched the cuticle part at all. So now we're going to go with a second nail. We'll keep doing this for a couple more nails so you'll see. If you get too much of a glob on one part of the, whether it's the center, the right side, or the left side, don't worry about that because it will actually even itself out. Okay? I'm going to do one more nail and then I'm going to go shut this puppy up. Okay, and this nail I broke. These two nails I broke, so they're kind of stubby, but that's okay because it's the middle and then the second longest finger of my hand. So again, wipe off one side of your nail polish on the bottle lid as it comes out. You want to take the polish brush, go down the center, go down the left side or right side, and then take the other side. And if you don't get the whole section, it's okay. And the reason why, this is what we learned in beauty school, is 3 strokes. That's all you need to get the whole nail covered. Get a brush. If the brush that you have in the nail polish that you're using is too thin, here's a trick. Place it down and kind of swiggle, and until it spreads out, and then drag it down. I hope that makes sense. So just swiggle a little bit and then drag down. Okay. Does that make sense to y'all? So now we're going to do the hand, and this is the funny part. You can do the hand that you're normally used to working with, and you'll find it's a little bit tougher to polish the opposite hand, only because you don't want to ruin your other nails. So down the middle to one side, other side, okay? Down the middle, one side, other side. Brush off one side, then brush center, and you get as close as you can without touching the cuticle. I said I was only going to do a couple more, and here I am finishing up. Okay. And your first coat should be thin, people. I didn't express that before. Your second coat should be just as thin, but the second layer will bring more color out. Okay. Center, left, and right. If you notice, I start with the pinky each time. It's easier that way. Okay. So we've got all 10 painted for the first coat. We're going to go for the second coat. Now this is where you need to be extra careful. Okay. Opposite hand, start with the pinky, and you should let each coat dry for about 60 seconds or more, because that will give you smooth, even color. Okay, down the middle, to the left, and then to the right. Now if you notice, I purposely got a little bit on my cuticle. I don't know if y'all can see that. But this is where you take your orange wood stick, okay? And you always want to don't wait until your nail polish dries to get this cleaned up. And you want to take a little bit of your polish remover. I should have had this ready. I always pour it in the cap. And dip my orange wood stick or birchwood stick in here. Make sure it's not sopping wet. And then I go around, choke. You want to choke the orange wood stick when it's on your hand that you don't normally use. And you want to go around that cuticle. And don't freak out if it slips. Oh well. But this is why you need a towel that you don't care about, because you can wipe it on the towel. Make sure it's not saturated, but just enough to get on the cuticle. And clean that up. So see how neat that looks? One more time, as I'm a perfectionist. That's better. Okay. So now you go to the rest of the nails, and I'm going to finish up this and come back to you all, okay? I'm not going to bore y'all with the details. The center, left or right, and then right or left. Okay.